According to the South African Depression and Anxiety Group, South Africa has one of the highest suicide rates in the world, with more than 13,000 deaths linked to suicide each year. SADAG's Tracy Feinstein says companies must implement wellness programs that address and support the mental health needs of employees. She adds that a healthy work environment where staff are encouraged to take mental wellness days leads to better outcomes for both employees and employers.
Employers can actually look at their employee wellness programs as not just being a tick box exercise, okay? Having wellness days that are driven by the needs of the employees. So what is it they want to learn about? It may be more about relationships. It may be more about understanding the early warning signs of depression. It may be learning how to manage their anxiety with mindfulness and meditation, okay? So what are those wellness days needed for, and what do the employees need? I think that when employers actually ask their staff, what can we do to help you? It's a mutual responsibility.
Mokhwale Selepe, a mother and psychiatrist who works in a mentally demanding environment, says building a supportive community is essential to being able to show up fully in all areas of life. She adds that maintaining open communication with your employer about your personal life changes helps create a space for better understanding and support in navigating one's career.
Finding that area of balance either by reaching out to the people that are available to assist, speaking to professionals if you know where to, and also just communicating with your bosses. Sometimes, when you are in a role that actually requires so much of you, there's always somebody who can help. Allowing yourself to delegate, allowing yourself to share your duties and to share the load, that helps a lot. And that is what I usually do, whenever I feel overwhelmed. And if I do feel depressed, I plug into the people that I have around me. I speak to my family members. I'm very transparent with my boss as well. So we have that relationship of transparency.
Feinstein says creating a well-balanced life that allows you to show up for the things that nurture your emotional well-being is critical.
When we're looking at a work-life balance, we need to look at including exercise as a responsibility each one of us have. And when I talk about exercise, something as simple as doing a 20-minute walk in the day is really good enough just to get started. I'm not talking about everybody has to go to gym. Those days are over. But exercise is important. I think it's also really important for you to look at your sleep habits and your sleep routine. Because when you sleep well and you are able to show up for work and work a solid day, and then go home and have your detox time, so you're switching off your cell phone and your laptop, and then you are actually having your family time, and then go to sleep in a very set routine way, it becomes incredibly powerful to manage your own mental well-being.
Meanwhile, clinical psychiatrist Dr. Mosa Moleme says mental health remains a taboo topic in many communities where stigma often prevents people from seeking professional help.
Culturally, if the approach is actually very rigid, it can actually prevent people from receiving holistic care when they actually need holistic care. Cultural practices can respond, or a person can respond to cultural practices to a certain extent, but you might find that they need more help. For example, they need to see an OT, or they need psychotherapy, for example. So if the practices themselves, these interventions that we have culturally, if they can actually prevent someone from receiving holistic care, they can be problematic.
SADAG says fostering a sense of community in the workplace encourages employees to open up and feel seen. Nomtsikelelo Mthabela, SABC News, Johannesburg.